Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to the DIY Wrestling Podcast. Now, um, before we get into this, I want to start out with some news. Um, so I told you guys before, for those of you who did not watch my Lucha Underground review last week, I just needed a week away from WWE television, and I also want to announce I'm not going to be doing Raw reviews anymore for the time being. For the time being, because the product is so ass garbage right now. People may argue, but Goldberg, other than Rusev's family tree, from what I've seen, the only good thing about last night's Raw, the only legitimately good thing about last night's Raw. Otherwise, no. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, let's get real for a second. It's not even worth talking about. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm gonna move along with my news. Otherwise, I told you guys also in the Lucha Underground review at the start about Caleb and the RSS feed for my for the podcast stuff. It sucks because we just got on iTunes. So I mean, there's that, I guess. It's kind of deflating to kind of know now that it's kind of done with because I gave Caleb my RSS code to put it on iTunes, and now neither of us can use it, and it's kind of bummer. Wow, I just got a whole notification from my own review. Okay, sweet. Um, Otherwise, I guess for the time being, the whole Google Play Music and the iTunes podcast are gonna have to stop, but this will still be known as the DIY Wrestling Podcast. Um, and you know what? I guess we still got time. We've still got time, baby, to show you guys my favorite machine, the Twitter machine, Mike. Okay. And here you go, guys. Here was Twitter for the night. Oh yeah, I tweeted JBL at one point in the night saying that you're really awful on commentary. Stop talking, please. Like that's exactly how I felt. That you're just really awful on commentary. Please stop talking. No, but that wasn't completely what I said. I was talking about how it's ridiculous that Kate is really in this feud. Naomi's outfit really wasn't clicking with me tonight. I love that Alexa brought back the Freddy Krueger Bamf gear that she had with Blake and Murphy. CM Punk retweet that was about sports and nothing really huge there. Spirit Squad tweet and otherwise, yeah, it was a fun show. Okay, and now we're going to take the screen down, and I'm going to present you guys with my ugly face. I mean, be honest. I'm just being honest here. I'm being honest with you guys. Just being honest with you guys. In all seriousness, though, SmackDown. I mean, there's only really one way to compare it to Raw, because for those of you who are a little upset that I'm not going to be doing Raw reviews anymore, Raw is bad, and SmackDown, from what I can honestly tell you guys, you want to know my honest opinion on SmackDown compared to Raw? Like if you're comparing the two on a scale, this is SmackDown to me. This is what SmackDown is. Raw, SmackDown. Till I'm victorious. Yes, people. We are still dropping glorious bombs out here. All right. That probably wasn't necessary, but knowing how garbage Raw is, I found it necessary. So I don't care, man. If you thought it was bad, I don't care. All right, but we're gonna jump right into SD Alive, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we start out with a Dean Ambrose opening backstage segment. and it is with James Ellsworth. And he's showing James Ellsworth his brand new T-shirt and saying, "Yeah, this is real. This is legit. This is a real, authentic T-shirt just for you, dude." And he's basically, this is the moment of the show where if it was Raw and Dean Ambrose would have showed this shirt to Sasha Banks, which I'm sorry, she would have been a complete mark about it. My very own T-shirt, even though she had them in NXT, even though when she was in NXT her gimmick was not this. But hey, this is the point where Sasha would have marked out. But beside that, we move into the first match. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. But Randy comes out, talks a little to Bray. Bray comes up, talks a little to Randy inside a casket, and tells him, no, the ball is basically not in your court, blah, blah, blah. Harper and Randy have a match, doesn't last very long. Bray interferes. Bray comes out of the casket closes, lights go out. Well, when Bray comes in the ring. And Kane pops out of the casket, and at this point, I'm just completely done, because like I was okay with this. Like, it was like, whatever. If we're building a casket match here, I'd have to imagine like any other person that if we're having I don't even know who would have a casket match between at this point. You would think it would be Randy and Bray, but then Kane is the one who came out of the casket, and Randy never had anything to really do with the casket. So if we have a casket match, you'd think it'd be between Bray and Randy, but you never really know at this point. And I know I said fun show tonight, and if I'm sitting here criticizing it, not a good way to really start off the bat, but it did get better from here. Up next, when I say fun show, I mean like a couple of things missed. A couple of things missed on the show, but it really didn't like legit like take away from the show, if you know what I mean, honestly. Um, Up next we had Apollo Crews facing Kurt Hawkins. I'm sorry, Kurt Hawkins, the dude who was on Grimm's Toy Show and got beat up by Grimm. The dude who had a shitty match with AJ Styles. The dude who had a really good match on Superstars a couple years ago because he did a superplex out to the floor. Kurt Hawkins. The shit factor. Kurt Hawkins. You guys don't get it yet, do you? Kurt Hawkins. Yeah, that guy. Goes on to have a match with Apollo Crews. Well, at least we'd think. And at this point, when Kurt Hawkins what I thought was going to beat Apollo Crews, because I've been saying all this time to Caleb, if you guys have been seeing him in the reviews, Kurt Hawkins to me is not like he's just not good. I'm not liking it. I hope Apollo. I was really thinking like, please Apollo Crews, rock his shit. I know if this match were to happen, you were probably going to lose, but rock this man's shit. Rock this man's fucking world. But this match doesn't happen. Thank goodness, because I was ready to tweet when Apollo Crews would have lost this match because they would have obviously been trying to push Kurt Hawkins. Wuhan Nation did not die for this. Okay. But yeah, Apollo Crews slaps Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins says, "You ruined my debut," walks out, and Apollo Crews just kind of stands tall. Now, up next, we got Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. And this tonight was the wrestling match of the show. And oh my god, did David Otunga jizz in his pants over Naomi doing a springboard crossbody. Holy shit. This match here, this is what I tweeted to JBL. You need to stop debating on Otunga, who's the real number one contender when you're saying it yourself. Alexa Bliss is the number one contender. That's not taken away from her. She has her match. When Otunga is just saying Naomi could be number one contender at some point. Yeah, at some point, JBL, which means not now. Alexa's getting her shot at Becky when Becky gets back. By the way, if I haven't already said it in the No Mercy review, which is the last thing I did for SmackDown, poor fucking Becky Lynch, man. When I heard Alexa's music tonight, I figured we were getting Becky at some point, and then I see Becky's not there, and it's like, man, oh, come on. But they say Becky should be back by the beginning of November, which is like, fucking thank you! Thank you. But this was probably the best match on the show tonight. Like, these two actually like were a good combo together. And you know what, for a guy, honestly, who I thought Alexa Bliss isn't that good of a worker, and Naomi gets a lot of shit for, you know, some of the botches she does, for some of the new shit she tries to do, but legitimately speaking, these two put on a really good match tonight. And I looked at Alexa myself personally as one of those guys who looked at her from about maybe in between the ranges of a 5 to a 7 wrestling wise, and a 5 isn't bad comparatively to where Eva fucking Marie, when she stepped in the ring, was. But hey, this was pretty good, and I think I'd look at Alexa now. I think I've decided she's at solid seven. I'd say she's a solid seven at best. There's nothing wrong with that. For what she got done tonight, I can say she's a at worst 6.5, solid seven. Um, Alexa does go on the window with the sparkle splash. That's a sparkle splash. Oh my God, no, 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 no. I'm an autopilot here. Alexa Bliss went on one with the Twisted Bliss, which was like probably the best move change she's ever made to a move ever. Not even kidding. Um, and up next, we get, and I don't think I've seen this part. I might have been getting food, but James Ellsworth was, I'm pretty sure, got an interview with Renee Young. As I can see, he's wearing his shirt. I'm looking at a rundown right now, obviously. And then up next, we got the most random fucking shit ever. Because I'm pretty sure I thought Natalya was a goddamn heel, right? Like last time we see Natalya, she was a heel, right? Well, she runs into Daniel Bryan's locker room. Well, Daniel Bryan and usually Shane's locker room, but Shane wasn't here tonight. Daniel Bryan was on the phone with Shane and says, "Hey, Daniel, buddy, bro, dude, bromigo, I want to be the captain of the 5-on-5 women's match." And at this point, I'm just thinking, okay, Natalya is just asserting herself because she wasn't on TV last week, and this would be a good way to start getting teams together for the 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches that Raw and SmackDown will be having. Now, after this, Natalya just starts quoting Whitney Houston. I don't even remember what the hell she quoted. And then says, "I don't want to fight. I just want to dance," or some shit like that. If I heard that right. I don't know. I might have been tuning out. It's fucking Natalya. The girl who just, because she's excited that Tuesdays are the only time she'll ever get on TV for a legitimate wrestling show. So she can tell you, "It is Tuesday, my dudes." Like, you don't have a good voice. Please stop screaming. You're hurting my ears and you're making me want to change the channel. And SmackDown does not make me want to do that. That being said, we move on from one cringeworthy woman to two that, well, I'm not gonna say aren't very cringeworthy at all, but Carmella on the mic, since she's come to the main roster, a lot of people haven't really taken to it. I mean, they turned her heel ASAP, which I appreciate and I approve of, but this promo she had with Nikki Bella tonight was probably the best thing Carmella's really ever done on the mic, and she hasn't gotten much opportunity, and there's always room for improvement. But it was the best thing she's done. And um, Carmella, her and Nikki, basically it was Carmella said she was gonna expose Nikki Bella for the fraud and scum that she is, and says she's a dependent, gold digging girlfriend who dates John Cena. And this felt like, if you look at it from one perspective, people could have thought of it as, oh, this is nothing but a plug for Total Bellas. If you look at it from another perspective, well, this was giving Carmella area to, really try and expose some things about Nikki Bella to the WWE universe that I don't know who wouldn't have known. But I mean, I felt like I don't know. This may just be me having a soft spot for a soft spot. I'm sorry, no, I said it wrong. And like talking about Carmella, a soft spot for Carmella in my heart. But uh, I mean, Carmella, this was honestly a good performance from her on the mic tonight. She was basically taking shots at Nikki and John's relationship. She was taking shots at Nikki's career and how she got here. I enjoyed it, and Nikki shot back with the typical, and I don't even want to say this in like a shit, like, oh, you're shitty way, like a typical John Cena way. And the way she did it, it felt like, I'm not gonna say it felt organic, but she's like, I blah blah blah, I did this to blah blah blah, I did that to blah blah blah. Like, it's just like, all right, Nikki, like, you don't use people to get where you are, even though the footage that was shown that Carmella showed everybody showed, what you do and how dependent you are on John Cena and how clingy you are and shit. All right, so up next is uh, Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. Now, you know, even though this is no Carmella and Nikki Bella when they want to spill tea, get them social media terms involved. But this was something, all right, because not Carmella, Jack Swagger got beat. Holy crap! I think I'm stepping on my phone charger right now. Oh no, never mind. Not Carmella. Jack Swagger beat Baron Corbin here in a solid minute. minute and a half. No, it was 2 minutes exactly. I'm sorry, and a solid 2 minutes. And basically, Corbin granted forearms in Swagger's head, brought him back in the ring, hit him with the end of days. That was about it. So then up next, we get Dolph Ziggler and Heath Slater and Rhino versus Spirit Squad and The Miz. Um, I definitely would have liked some follow up on Ziggler and Miz, maybe I don't know, another promo or something. And it just merged the feuds together. You guys know how I feel about 6-man tags. They're giant clusters and lazy booking, honestly, on my part. So I mean, eh. But the match served its purpose, and I mean, I guess it got the Spirit Squad a win over Rhino and Slater. So if you really want to look at it from a certain perspective, I guess Rhino and Slater have new tag title contenders, and we have a little while until Survivor Series. So I guess the Spirit Squad, they're number one contenders, right? I mean, they got the win over Rhino and Slater. You have to call the Spirit Squad number one contenders. Okay, so that's that. Moving on here, we get the main event is up next. We got James Ellsworth versus AJ Styles for the number one contendership for the not for the number one contendership for the WWE World Championship, with Dean Ambrose, being told by Daniel Bryan beforehand of this match he can't be referee. He's like, "Did you fucking see last week, Dean? Hell no, hell no." But Dean Ambrose, what you do get to do is wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, everything else. So Dean Ambrose literally does everything else. All right, so this match happens. Long story short, AJ beats the crap out of James Ellsworth. Dean basically plays what you would call a PA announcer at a sports game. I mean, at a sporting event. That's the proper term, actually. At a sporting event, and starts telling people, "Hey, blue sedan, parking lot, your lights are on." And there could have been somebody else that was like a blue sedan or something. I don't even think that was the proper car, but somebody would have actually thought their lights were on, because Ambrose puts James Ellsworth's new T-shirt on the screen. Um, Hold on, let me see if I can actually find this for you guys, because this is just a pretty funny T-shirt all around. But yeah, puts Ellsworth's new T-shirt on the screen, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculously funny. Uh, James Ellsworth official T-shirt. Okay. Let me see if I can find a picture here. All right. All right, I have it here. My computer's just taking forever to load, but long story short, James Ellsworth gets the crap beat out of him by AJ, and AJ basically doesn't end him. So then he gets frustrated and gets disqualified, and James Ellsworth beats AJ Styles. So that's how that works. So afterward, Dean Ambrose gets in the ring, announces our winner, uh, and that's pretty much how that went down. So James Ellsworth beats not Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and that's about it really. Um, AJ Styles, like, as Ambrose was announcing it, gets dirty deeds afterward, and basically Dean just raises Ellsworth's hand. So everybody, this is the James Ellsworth T-shirt, and we're gonna really zoom in on it. Look at this. Look at this. Like, the T-shirt itself is just this. Like, there's nothing on the back. This is the T-shirt itself. Just this man's face. And I'm pretty sure, I guarantee by tomorrow, well, by sunrise, wherever you are, East Coast, West Coast, Central part of the world, China, wherever, by day's end, wherever you are, this T-shirt will at least have sold 10,000 10,000 sales because James Ellsworth was over tonight in a way that you would never have any other jobber over. Like on Raw or such, you get Let's Go jobber chance. You get tonight. You had Ellsworth chance, like James Ellsworth was Brock Lesnar. You got Ellsworth, Ellsworth, Ellsworth. Like it, who would ever thought a man with no chin, who has two hands with a fighting chance, could get this on the WWE? On the, like, look at this. Look at the detail on it. Like, this is an official. Look at it right down here. Official WWE wear. Well, I can't really see the word because visual problems, people. Official. Oh, authentic WWE wear. Or WWE authentic wear. Yeah, whatever, however it goes. Either way. But yeah, people, that's about it really for this SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like on this video if you already haven't. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that double E goodness on this channel. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.